Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for being here. So glad you can make it. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be your money finance read. So let's see what comes out for you, Sagittarius. Let's begin. Spirit, what is the overall energy that is surrounding Sagittarius and Sagittarius money? What's the overall energy around Sagittarius? Stay up, okay, Sagittarius? You might be feeling like you slipping. Keep it together. Stay on target. What is the overall energy? You know, things may be coming at you or going on around you. You may be feeling like you're losing your balance. Okay, things are... There's a need for you to be patient, to temper yourself, to be measured, okay? And try not to fumble, but if you stumble, straighten up. What's the overall energy, please, surrounding Sagittarius and their money? What's the messages around Sagittarius and their money and finances? Sagittarius, please. Thank you. All right, projection. Projection can be protection or an infection. Which one is it for you? Okay. I feel like this is all about your perspective on things. This is you needing to take a look in a mirror, or you're not wanting to take a look in a mirror. This is you needing to remove the illusions. This may be you needing to face something. Okay. This may be, you could be experiencing feelings about your money and finances that aren't yours, because you may be being projected on by others. With projection here, you could also be looking at the projection of your ability to set up things that you want to see happen around your money and finances regarding your plans. But you do have projection, so that you may be looking ahead also, or there may be a need for you to be prepared for what could come up ahead. All right, with projection here, the mirror is just kind of laying there, so you may not be projecting ahead, like looking ahead about what needs to happen with your money, or your ability to stay focused on maintaining your stability, or what your goals are with money. You may need to plan ahead, or you may need to look ahead. There also may be a need for you to be mindful about how you're projecting about your money. Okay, what are you thinking about when it comes to your money? Are you projecting positive thoughts or negative thoughts? Are you letting others project on you? And if so, are you letting them project upon you positive or negative thoughts? Are your thoughts your own, Sagittarius, as it has to do with your money and your goals? So let's see what something positive, what is the positive aspect around you and your money, Sagittarius? Spirit, what is the positive aspect around Sagittarius and their money and finances? What is the positive aspect that's happening for Sagittarius about their money and finances? What is the positive aspect happening for Sagittarius with their money and finances? What is the positive aspect occurring here? What is the positive aspect occurring here? Thank you. The key. Mystery, moving forward, and knowledge. Thank you, Spirit. It's a 32 reducing to a 5. So you may be focused on Hierophant energy, or tradition, or stability, or trust, or order, or rules, or what you can institute, or what you can establish, or what you can learn, or what you might need to be able to teach. But you need the key to something here, and you are that key. Either you are that key or you have the key here on how to project with a money matter, or how to, or with the way you are reflecting on a money matter. You are the key. You are your answer. You have that knowledge. Whatever you could be experiencing some mystery with, you will find the way to move forward. You will get the knowledge and information that you need here. You will obtain the key, or you will find the key, or you are the key here. You will be able to change this or think outside of the box. I feel like you are the key because you're able to think outside of the box. You are able to unlock that which is locked and close that which needs to be closed concerning your money and finances. You are the one who can establish, who can structure, who can inform, who can create order, who can institute things. You are the key. Now let's take a look, Sagittarius. I like this. Okay. Just as you reflect on things and how you want to project forward about your money and goals, that you stay grounded concerning this. Okay? Because what you are looking at is looking back at you. And so, how are you appearing so that it can appear to you the way you want to look at it and see it? That was some Yoda shit just now. But I'm sure it resonates for you, Sagittarius, somehow, some way. Let's see what the negative aspect that's happening around your money and finances. Yeah, that would be negative, wouldn't it? This is, the negative aspect is experiencing some sort of loss with money, loss of a source of money or sources of money, loss of income, loss due to how you are projecting or your vision. There's something about, be careful about your vision. You know, because you're a visionary, right? You're a visionary, Sagittarius. You're very creative. You're very spontaneous. You're a get up and go person. Okay, so this could also be that you may be losing your drive with something. You may be experiencing difficulties with creativity or being able to assert yourself or being able to balance or be patient here. So this is the negative aspect, is trying to cope or deal with loss. You could be becoming ungrounded here, or there's a need to be more grounded and practical and reasonable here. Are you making the necessary adjustments? Are your projections about money and your goals off or need to be tweaked? Because you are the answer to that. You are the key to that. You are your mystery. What do you need to unlock within you? Because you have the capacity. You are more than capable with this. Even if you are experiencing loss, or your ability to avoid experiencing financial loss around your goals or with money here. So let's see what the messages are that's going to come through for you, Sagittarius. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know about money and finances? Something might be getting dropped, or you need to be careful about what you drop, Sagittarius, concerning money or with your goals. There's a need to pay attention to your instincts, as long as your instincts aren't off. You may not be anticipating loss, but then, a loss of income, a loss of a source of money, or taking on, or some sort of hit. You may not have projected or planned for that or considered that. And so you are the key to changing that. There may be a need for you to make some changes to fortify your structure. There may be a need for you to revisit commitments, see what you can institute. Again, this thinking outside of the box. Yeah, so you don't, topple over. Just make sure you don't lose it. Don't lose yourself, Sagittarius. Don't lose yourself here. So be careful about the way you project on yourself or let others project on you. Because I feel like, Sagittarius, you're very sensitive at this time. You're very sensitive to others and how they view you or what they think. You very much value, or you may have some sort of need for it's like you need validation, or you need acceptance, or you need something. You need more support. There's some sort of need here. Or be careful about someone else's needs that may be being projected upon you that aren't yours, and you may be being made to think or believe that it is or should be. Okay? Be careful about the way you measure things to do with money and work. Okay? Be careful about the adjustments that you are making, or the lack of making adjustments. What does Sagittarius need to know about money and finances? There may be a need for you to spend more time on reflecting, looking at things more closely. You may even need to stop projecting so much about things concerning money or work. You may be projecting too much about the fear or concern for loss of money, and that needs to stop. Whatever is happening, it's like you are in a space and energy where you are the key of being able to manifest. And you want to make sure that whatever you're projecting out there in the universe and wanting to manifest is what you want to create, because you are in create mode. You think it and it is going to be. So you see how I say that, because if you take a look at the key in loss, she's looking away from that. So turn away from loss. All right. Turn away from losing out. Turn away from lack. And you are the key. Okay. You are the key to this. It's like you have the key to other dimensions. And you're able to project far into what's going on with your situation and money, that you are actually creating it. And so there is the possibility of you manifesting and creating loss, or experiencing loss with what you are manifesting or projecting on with your financial goals or money situation. Let's take a look and see what your messages are with what's going on with your money and finances. You are the answer. You have the power. At the bottom, you have the High Priestess. Look at this. This is following your intuition. Okay, this is your overall energy and focus about money. This is you looking for hidden knowledge, or gaining hidden knowledge, or keeping something close to your chest about money. There is some sort of mystery here for you. There may be an unknown element for you here. This could be causing you some concern, or this may be what you're projecting about is the unknown, as it has to do with money and your goals with money or with work. This is about you following your intuition and needing to follow your intuition. And look, this is you underneath. the Queen of Wands, and she's in the upright. This is someone who has confidence, who has drive. This is someone who is able to create. Is very creative, very passionate. This is someone can stimulate a situation. This is someone that is able to support others and go after and achieve her own goals, his or her, if you will. And with the Seven of Pentacles underneath that, this is around, perhaps needing to focus on long-term plans for money, or that you are doing that. But this is also you focusing on what you are investing in, tending to, putting energy and effort into as well, that you want to be able to nurture and have more emotional balance with for your money and finances, that you're creating, and you're in this creative mode because you're looking to perhaps avoid loss or figure out how to transform a situation with money where there could be some loss around this. Be careful about a dark magician. This is what's also underneath. But the thing is in reverse. So there's someone that doesn't mean you well, Sagittarius. I do feel that you know who they are. And if you don't, just know that whatever their efforts are to project upon you, with projection here, won't work if you don't let it, by allowing that to be something that you allow to be or represent you, for them projecting it upon you, whether you are aware of it or not. So there may be a need for you to protect yourself. Get some protective crystals, maybe some black tourmaline, some smoky quartz, hematite. It's very important for you to stay grounded here. I think you staying grounded, practical, reasonable, okay, focused, planning and creative mode, okay. Whatever you be mindful about where you are trying to create roots for your goals or what you're doing with money. Make sure that your plans and goals with money have strong roots and have the potential to grow, a strong potential to grow. Okay. Don't lose your feet from under you. So you do have the High Priestess. You also could be trying to get some validation with something. But definitely I do feel you're trying to keep something close to your chest. But you also are trying to sense what you don't see. Or there's a need to sense what you may not be able to see with money. With the moon here, you could be going through a phase, or you may be trying to start a phase, or there's some sort of phase that you're in about your money and finances, or that you're going through. Anyway, I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You do have the Ace of Cups upright. That's nice. You do have the Lovers, but it's in reverse. I'm hearing illogical. Your attitude with your money is the Empress in reverse. See? You're worried about the Three of Cups. I think Cancer was worried about the Three of Cups too. Somebody else had this in the same position. Your challenge is the Nine of Wands. And your likely outcome, whew, thank goodness it's the Star. All right. You know what? This reading's over, Sagittarius, because you got healing and hope, and you're going to have everything that you need. Okay, the divine is supporting you, but okay, no, this is your outcome. So this is great. This is great. So hang in there. But let's take a look. So your attitude towards your money and finances is you do have the Empress in reverse here. So with the Empress in reverse, you may not be feeling as abundant as you would like, or you may be lacking the ability to see progress or to create, or to expand the way you would like about your money and finances. This is you struggling with the ability to prosper, or you looking at your money and finances in a negative light, where you don't see yourself as prospering financially or growing financially or abundant here. Um, with the High Priestess here, it is possible that your intuition can be a little off, especially with the moon energy, because the with moon energy around the High Priestess, um, you may be trying to follow your instincts, but it could be foggy, or your emotions could be getting in the way, or you could be in dealing with some illusions, or you may be having issues with being able to trust yourself, or it's because things feel and seem and are so unknown to you. There's an element of the unknown, and that is causing you to not feel secure, not feel stable, not feel abundant, lacking security, lacking comfort. You're uncomfortable about your money and finances situation here, due to you projecting about loss, or you experiencing some sort of loss, or you trying to avoid loss. So Six of Pentacles talks about charity, giving and receiving, the ability to have success with balancing your money and your resources. So there's some issues around that. You may not be getting something to support you or help you financially, or you're not getting the support that you need. Here, it is possible that you're not giving to something either, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. But there is some imbalance with your ability to have success and security with your money and finances, or you're blocked from being able to receive something, or there's a blockage with having some reciprocation or being able to get some sort of support. For some of you, there may be an end to what you were receiving. I'm hearing supplement or support, or that you was receiving. Or there's some change to it, that you experience less, or you experience a pause. You also could be having trouble trying to get what it is that you want. Or there may be a problem with your finances because of what it is you are putting your money to, or finding that you have to put your money towards. You also could be lacking nurturing your money and finances here. Or you're not able to nurture it, or you may be feeling that you are not getting empathy or the kindness and the help that you want here, or it's come to a stop, or maybe you're putting a stop to it. You do have the Ace of Cups. So with this Ace of Cups, this looks like a new creative opportunity, a new creative chance, or something is happening for you around your money and finances that is allowing you to feel good or feel better. Or there's the potential for you to create something, or there's the potential for an opportunity here with money. And so with the aces, if you don't use it, you lose it. The thing is, with this Ace of Cups, the cup seems solid while everything else is kind of turbulent here. So while there's an opportunity that's possible, or you feel good about something initially, there may be some sort of turbulence around it, or some turbulence emotionally occurring within you about this. This also could be you getting some support from a family member, or someone showing you or extending something to you that's causing a great deal of emotion for you. This could be a creative project too, and there may be some turbulence around that creative project, where the things that may need to be tweaked, or there's just Your creativity may be all over the place. Your creativity could be scattered around this opportunity, and there's a need for you to become more grounded here so that you can bring this opportunity forward or be able to claim it or get your hands on it in some way. There could be some uncertainty about whether or not you're going to receive something or get the help that you need. And while things may appear dim, you may be able to get this opportunity when you least expect it, or it may not come when you want it, but it's still on time, that kind of thing. Now you do have is the Lovers in reverse, and so there could be a Gemini that's involved here for you. This could be that person that doesn't mean you well, as it has to do with that dark magician that I saw, but it was in reverse. So if this is someone, a Gemini perhaps, or just someone in general, that you may have been in some sort of relationship, partnership, agreement where things may be looking a little sour, or there's some imbalance here, or a problem in that connection, a problem in that agreement, a problem with the contract, a problem in the situation. If you are dealing with someone who's a Gemini, that's that dark magician, it was in reverse. So whatever this person is trying to do, it could affect you in some way, but you still will be able to get through. I mean, that's clear and evident with the star here as your outcome, right? But it doesn't change the fact that you go through a little something here. So the Lovers is because of the Knight of Pentacles. So with regard to getting something done, the regard to being focused, being responsible, being reliable, being dedicated, having a system or a method, or seeing something towards its end. This may be around, or as it has to do with the ability to get some help here. With the Lovers in reverse, there may be a poor choice, or someone may change their mind here, or just someone isn't being logical here. You may not be being logical here. Or there could be a poor choice here about how something is to be done or how to get help. Or you may not know what the choice is to get something done. It's also possible that there's a better choice that could be made here. Also, with the Lovers in reverse, you do have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So yeah, there's a need. There's a choice that's being made. It may be a poor choice about how to get something done or how to get help with money. Or how to take responsibility here. But there's some sort of issue here. This also could be a little bit of stubborn energy. Or there may be a need for you to conserve, or there was problems with your ability to conserve your money or finances. But there's some blockage or some problem around a choice. There could be a lack of dedication. Or someone makes the choice to help you, but it takes so long to get that news and communication here. There's also a need to come out of confusion and illusion with something and make sure you're clear on what your options are and what the best choice can and should be here. For some of you, this may require you to make the decision from your heart and not from your head. Or there's a need for you to detach from your emotions because your emotions is getting in the way from your ability to be logical about what needs to be done about your money and finances so that you can be responsible and focused. And you may be having trouble being logical in a situation. Like I said, I was hearing before, illogical. There may be trouble adapting as it has to do with your money and finances situation, or there's some problem with being able to get harmony about what it is you want to get done or get help with, or that you want to maintain, or that you want to be reasonable or responsible, or get something reasonable to happen here. You're worried about the Three of Cups. So you might be worried about who you can connect with here. You might be worried about, whether or not you can come together with others. You may be worried about whether or not you can count on others. You may be worried about whether or not you can get cooperation and support. You could be worried about how to network, or worried about your network for money and resources. But let's take a look. What is Sagittarius worried about with money? With this Three of Cups. With this Three of Cups, as it has to do with money. And you could be worried about family, worried about others, or there may be a worry about that you did not prioritize, or put enough focus on your money and finances than you should, like you should have. The worry with this Three of Cups is the Seven of Swords. So you're worried about being taken advantage of by others, or you could be worried about being betrayed or lied to by others. You could be worried about trying to come up with a strategy and worried about whether or not you can have harmony in this situation. You're worried about how you may be able to reconnect or keep things connected. Worried about your network. But this Seven of Swords is saying that, you're worried about being able to escape. Perhaps escape priorities, or escape the lack of prioritizing your money and finance situation here. This may be you just worried and having negative and stinking thinking here. This is also worry about sabotage, self-sabotage, or being sabotaged by others. Your challenge is the Nine of Wands. Your challenge is your ability to persevere, to stay persistent, to endure, to overcome. The challenge is, how can you defend? How can you guard? There's a need to stay on guard here, to stay watchful about your money and finances. It's possible your instincts are telling you that there's something, an unknown factor that could be coming up, and you may be sensing it even though you can't really, pinpoint what it could be, but you sense it nonetheless, and there's a need to pay attention to your intuition. Or this is you needing to find that hidden knowledge or that information that is needed that right now may not be available to you, or you having trouble being able to have that creativity or that progress you want, because that information is required. Something may need to be revealed here for you. You also could be trying to conceal something here, or withhold some information, or some information is being withheld from you in some way. But you definitely want to get some validation with something, or there's a need to get validation first. Just know your outcome is the star. So there is hope and healing. You will end up having everything you need for yourself. But there's a need for you to have hope. Because if you take a look with the star, this is being supported. This is you getting some sort of support. So where one person may give you the slip, somebody else may just take up the gauntlet and come and give you a hand. Because with this star, you get healing to something that wasn't just, or to something that wasn't fair, to something that was out of balance, or that needed to be set right. Or you get healing to irrational conduct that occurred, or with something that you had trouble getting the right thing to happen here. Or with something that didn't go in your favor, there's some healing here that's going to happen for you nonetheless. Or you're hoping for it. Either way, the star's in the upright, so you are supported by the universe. You will have something, or you have your needs met, is what I'm trying to say, Sagittarius. So let's take a look at what is some guidance for you. What is the guidance for Sagittarius with money and finances? Maybe worried about someone taking something from you, getting away with something with you, worried about some lies, deception. Just don't commit no crime or be part of a crime, Sagittarius. And stay out of your head. Make sure you focused on having clarity and truth and wisdom, and see through the illusion that you either create for yourself or that's being created around you. Because you know there's something going on behind the scenes, or something is hidden, something's brewing, or trying to come up out of a bag on you. What is some guidance for Sagittarius for their money and finances? Thank you. New career moves. This is Ace of Pentacles, baby. So this is about you creating something new, or you're gaining something here. For some of you, this is you gaining an inheritance. For some of you, this is you creating a new firm foundation. For some of you, this is focusing on a new practical approach. This is you creating a new opportunity for yourself. This is you going into a new career, or a new enterprise, I'm hearing, or entrepreneurship. And with all this yellow here, this here is a focus on your solar plexus. This is having that I can attitude. This is you drawing on your power and your force of will and being confident here. You know, having the self-esteem to do what needs to happen here, to gain, to create, to build, to bring something new into form here, to get a new resource. For some of you, this is a new resource coming in, or a new source of money coming in for you. And it's almost, look, it's with feathers on it. Look at that. So for some of you, this is like the universe coming in and just wiping loss out for you altogether. Let's see what some additional guidance is here. Or there's a need for you to focus on coming up with a new creative approach or practical way to gain money or bring in a new source of income or receive a new source or help or support that eliminates the loss or the potential loss here for money or with work, or with what is lost, something new is gained. Either way, there's some healing coming in. Maintain the hope. You're being supported, and divinely too, Sagittarius. Do you see that? What is some additional guidance for Sagittarius? Some additional guidance for Sagittarius with money. Thank you. You got 2 cards. Donation, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you in many-fold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So all your kind deeds that you have done, and perhaps maybe you're at a place that you're not able to do so much or at all anymore, or your ability to put time and energy into what needs to happen with money, or with all your effort, Sagittarius, that you have done, or the effort that you will put into this. You are the key. And as being the key, miraculous things is happening for you. Something miraculous happens for you. Something positive is happening for you with money and finances. You also have asked for your needs to be met, okay? God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Ask for help. You are the key. So if there's pride, let go of that pride, because pride goeth before the fall, and you don't want to do that. Remember, Sagittarius, your card was tipping over here. So let's not do that. Let's focus on the pride of sustaining, and that means how you can be supported, however you may be able to be supported, so that you can have the success, the expansion, the growth, and the security that you may be concerned with or feeling blocked with being able to have or maintain. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and support my channel. Thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. Bye.